Oh, boy. Hello, everybody. My name is RandoDoesThings, and welcome to episode... Holy lag. Welcome to episode 14 of Rando Runs Through Rec Room Rooms. And today, we are playing Before the Fire Old. This is the first iteration of Before the Fire, and let me tell ya, it is crap. I mean, there is just so much that is not good about this, and I'm gonna take you through it, because this game is... yikes. But let's just walk forward and see what very lackluster Holtar Rando has to say.
Hey, I'm Rando, the creator of this game, Before the Fire. Now, this game is a fan game of the very popular Rec Room game, Lily's Revenge, made by LUXBURGERSS. If you don't know who that is or what I'm talking about, go play Lily's Revenge right now, because a lot of things won't make sense here if you don't. This game is very similar to Lily's Revenge in the gameplay aspect. You make choices, and you get different endings based on the outcome. I mean, yeah, all you gotta do is go to the door behind me and get started. Up, up, and away!
Oh, okay. He looks super ugly because that was made with Classic Bean, and as I've said a zillion times now, Rec Room Force updated all of the Classic Bean Holotars to Upgraded Bean, so they all look horrible. So that isn't my fault, that's just Rec Room being weird. And also, Baby Rando voice! Oh my gosh, you guys don't get to hear it enough. So, that's embarrassing, but cool, I guess. As you can see, the quality of this is far less than the current Before the Fire, and I think it's a really cool testament to how much I've progressed, because, like, I've gained a lot of skills. This looks horrible. So we can see we have my credits right here, which profile button works as usual. And then we have a selfie with Ender Luxio, and you can see that Ender himself took it, of course. And there's the fact that we are best friends, forever. Hashtag besties for life. Yeah, it's us. He was in this photo too, by the way. That is totally him, and not his holotar in the laboratory level of Lily's Revenge. Then we just have a template here. You might have seen this guy up here, and you probably didn't recognize him, because I did not know who was going to be the secondary main character for Before the Fire. That is just like a random outfit that I made. He's just a placeholder. He's just a... He is just a placeholder, for I did not know who to select to join me in being a main character in Before the Fire. I just, for some reason, made a yellow themed outfit, and I thought, okay, I'll use that. And this is actually Lily, believe it or not. She didn't originally have the nose and eyebrows, but, you know, because it was Upgraded Bean, so just pretend that without those, she would look kind of normal. And I wanted to make my own Lily, because, you know, in the, in Before the Fire, this is what Lily looks like, and it's very much based off of the actual Lily design that Ender made. However, I wasn't going to use that one initially, because I wanted to make Lily look more like her ghost counterpart. Because I mean, looking at this and then looking at this, you can't really connect the two, but by giving her longer hair and a dress, I figured, well, maybe it would be a little better. But I decided not to go that way because I didn't want to seem stupid, and I wanted to remain continuous with the actual game. So, yeah. And then there's my crappy Holotar. It looks just about the same as the present one, except it's Classic Bean and different hair, and is ugly ported to Upgraded Bean. Then we have some glazing over here, a button going to Lily's Revenge with Ender Luxio and the Lily's Revenge button. And the glazing, the aforementioned glazing, I do this way too much, and I'm glad that I got rid of that because it looks like crap. And then over here we have, you know, my little area. I don't remember what is this set to? Hold on, let me check. Okay, it's just not even there anymore. Okay, well, I think that might have been set to Mount Rando. No, it wasn't set to Mount Randonia because Mount Randonia is public. Because it was a game that I had public, but I since privated it. I don't remember what it was. This room is actually the exact... I copied this homeroom over to Before the Fire whenever remaking it, because you can see that some of the things are the same, as in that, what's this called? The light thing. What are you called? Stage light. Ugh. The stage light's the same. The chairs are in the pretty much the same spots, I think. The fire's the same. Lily's about the same, and I mean the fence isn't the same, but the doors are the same, and that's because I copied this subroom over to the new Before the Fire. And I originally thought that the subroom, I was just going to leave it like this. I was just going to keep it as is, and, you know, of course, replace that guy and make the new holotars and stuff. But, you know, over time, as I got better, I improved it more and more and gave us what we have today. So that's why some of the things are one-to-one. Like, even this guy's in here. Whoa, I forgot about you. Hey, you're still in here. Man, you've been here for a long time then. You know, that makes me wonder, the Angel Bot shouldn't be here, right? No, he's not here. Yep, no Angel Bot. I don't even think Angel Manufactory was I don't even think it was conceived yet, the idea of it. So that's crazy. You still have the you know, in the new version, there's a board here too, but it just doesn't say turn up audio and have a really crappy outline of my face. It actually says stuff, but it doesn't really matter. And there is no merch area. Just didn't even think about doing anything with this corner. Just left it dark and left it looking like crap. Now, before we proceed, well, is there anything important that I need to show you in here? Some random state circuits and stuff. Is there anything down here? Oh, hello. Oh, right, there was originally going to be an idle holotar of me waiting. Like, originally, this rando right here. Originally, this little rando is going to sit here, and whenever you went through this trigger volume, then he would play the thing that he played. But I guess I never got around to doing it, so yeah. So I guess he's just permanently under here now. I don't know why the whole maker pen's still... Maker pen? I don't know why the whole maker room's still here. Usually I delete it. But for some reason I just left the entire maker room fully intact. Don't know why that is. Anything else out here? Oh! Wait! That's the famous Grim Holotar. Okay.
I'm so gay. I can't even breathe. Oh my god, help me. Help.
Oh my gosh. Yay! It's the rodeo stroke. What are you doing out here? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know you were here. Yeah, if you don't know the lore history of this holotar, check out my Before the Fire walkthrough. I explained it there. But I didn't know he was in here. That must have been put here in late development then. It must have been, because none of his other holotars are up. It's still the... I named this guy B, just his placeholder name, like B-E-E, as in Bumblebee. So his name is B. So if B is still here, then that means that must have been added right before I scrapped this. So that means that the Grim... I don't know where I'm going with this. There isn't much else in here that is, like, behind-the-scenes dev cool things. It's just kind of... It's crap. I'm gonna say that a lot in this video. This game is crap. I'm very righteous for scrapping it, but I'm very glad that I did, because if I didn't, we might have ended up with a really horrible Before the Fire that I would be super embarrassed to present to Ender Luxio. Now, before I go on, I need to preface something. I recorded some of the holotars for this game, and they were supposed to just kind of be placeholders. I was going to redo them, but I wanted to go ahead and get them down, so I had a general idea of what I was to say, as well as going ahead and making everything functional just to get it out there. And then, once I was farther in development, I could come back and redo the holotars. But we never got far in development, so that never happened, so we have, like, really horrible acting holotars in here. So you're going to get to see Baby Rando make a fool of himself. And I'm probably going to regret making this video as a part of Rando Runs Through Rec Room Rooms, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I also never put the second S in LUXBURGERSS for some reason. I guess I just didn't like it. So, we're going to LUXBURGERSS with one S. No, I don't want to save, oh my gosh.
Hey, you, Hey, yeah, come on. Come over here, quick. This is really important. More important than you could ever imagine. Look, the LUXBURGERSS is in danger, and there's an entire facility. If you probably don't even know where it is. Okay, look, I just need your help. I'll explain later. Just please follow me, okay? Um, so there's a secret elevator over here that it leads to the underground testing facility. I just need to press like a blade of grass, I think. Crap. Okay, calm down. It should be right here. Yes. Okay, that's great. So it you don't know who Ender is, do you? Well, he's the owner of the Lux Burgers, and he's also my boss. And one of his employees, Sage, does not like him at all. I don't know why, but he's out to ruin Ender and his entire company. And I need your help. I'll explain further. Just come on.
Wow, alright. Well, I think he's gonna interrupt me before I can say anything.
What are we? Come on, please. I know I'm kind of shady, but you don't just have to stand there. Please, just help me. I'll make it worth your while. I'll pay you even. I don't know. Just please, come on. This is so important to me, and hey, it could even be important to you. I don't know why you're here. Just please, please, I beg you. Come on.
I'm not even lined up with the elevator. But, I think he just says the same thing over again. Come on.
Oh, look, it's time o'clock. Wow. Sure would be cool if you'd go in the elevator. God, it's not even that difficult. Just walk in.
Okay, never mind, he doesn't. He says something else. Now he should say the same thing over again. I'm certain about that. I forgot about that little...
What are we?
Yeah, okay.
Come on, please.
Here, let me,
I know I'm kind of shady, but you don't just have to
well, that
stand there.
sucks.
Please, just help me.
Actually,
I'll make it worth your
I'm
while.
not
I'll
gonna
pay
delete
you even.
anything.
I don't know.
Shut up,
Just
shut up,
please,
shut up,
come
shut
on.
up,
This
shut
is
up
so
now.
important to
Shut up
me,
right
and
now.
hey, it could even be important to you. I don't.
Voice. There we go. Now I can talk. You might have noticed there was like that weird clicking sound that happened with my microphone. I'm not sure what that was. I think I dropped my headset one too many times and the microphone just kind of broke and it was acting weird for a really long time. And I guess I dropped my headset again or something because it kind of went back to normal. It's still a little wonky and I have to work around it, but it's kind of normal now. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but my microphone is weird and keep that in mind because you're going to be hearing a lot more of it throughout the entire playthrough. Now, I guess we'll take a moment to look around. This is actually based off of the LUXBURGERSS before the October 2025 update, so this is an even crappier version of LUXBURGERSS. So that's why there's no blue in it, and again, there's the barrier, but there's the Luxbucks building and some crappy houses that are. I built the blue house and then I just copied it, scaled it up, copied it, scaled it down, copied it, left it normal, and recolored it. I guess I'll fly out now. Um, there was a lot in here that didn't get finished. For example, there was originally going to be a whole thing. Like originally, Rando was going to burst through the doors and then come running, but I guess I just couldn't make it line up or something because that never happened. And there's also Lily, hello. You're broken, aren't you? Hold on. I think if I just come back in here, it'll work. Right? Hello? Are, are you just broken? Hold on, which one are you connected to? You're connected to the middle one. Okay. So... Oh, yeah, there's another one over there, too. Hold on. I'm so stupid. Okay, hold on, hold on. Well, we'll just watch it. Oh, dancing. Okay. Oop, peeking around. And then she goes back, right? Okay. Yeah, that was it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why I put that there. I just... Epic lore stuff. And then there's this one over here, too. Which was the infamous cow lady. Yeah, this was... Oh gosh, she looks so ugly. Ported to New Bean. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you just broken? Oh, no, there we go. Don't know what she does. I think she just walks back and forth between the gap, right? Yeah. Oh, running. All right. What'd she do next? Oh. Oh, Gangnam Style. All right. Oh, running again. Okay. Nope. All right, is that it? I think yeah, that's it. Okay. Wow. Don't know what's going on in the head of Little Rando, but not much, I can tell you that. Looking at the circuitry for this, holy cow. Um, First of all, I guess these are for the holotars. This upper state sequence, and you can see the back and forth one that plays after he tells you to go in the elevator. But for some reason, instead of just hooking up the animations to the existing state, for some reason I just made a completely new one and just kind of put it on those, which I guess it kind of is, it's like a little simpler because these all have the exact same time. So whenever this one progresses at the exact same time. So I guess I understand it, but like, couldn't you have just hooked it up to that one? Like, come on now. It's not that difficult. I should have made this animation faster because, like, imagine if you kind of walk in, then you have to wait for it to come back down. I don't know. And then, of course, we have the LUXBURGERSS with one S and the kind of, no, not even kind of, just the ugly logo. I guess I was trying to make it look more like a cursive L without it looking like the LUXBURGERSS L anymore, because the LUXBURGERSS L has smaller loops to make it more look like a regular L. Like, you know, it looks, holy crap. The LUXBURGERSS L looks like that. But for some reason, I accentuated the loops to make it more cursive looking, which I guess it would look fine for something else. But that's not the LUXBURGERSS logo, idiot. Why was I trying to make it my own? What am I doing here? I looked in here before, but there's not much to see. I just kind of made the inside fade out because I did not feel like making an actual interior. And you can see my blocky looking chairs. There's Lily again. Don't know what she's doing back here. And I never actually finished the back of this place, but you can see it fading more and more through more darker shades of glass and stuff. And then it just gets to black. I don't know why it's rock. But yeah. And then the trees, you know, just like everything else, looks like crap. And I don't know why there's a tree breaking through the ground here, but there's an Among Us here as well, made out of vines, so that's cool. And then the Luxbox building, I didn't even try on this one. Bro is just making stuff, because like, why is there Among Us here? Oh my gosh. Okay, well now we will proceed. I've criticized this level enough, and I guess there's much more criticism. There's more criticizing to be done. Okay, there we go. No, I don't want to save. Wait! No! I forgot to, unmute everything. Oh, crap.
Underground testing facility.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This is where. Alrighty. Well, here we are. This is the underground testing facility. This is where all the things happen that I don't think I'm allowed to tell you. Well, as for the stuff that I do need your help on, well, it's real. Oh, well, frick diddly. Okay, so I can't tell you right now because we have some painters. They're painting over an old part of the facility that. Actually, I don't think I can tell you what happens there either. Huh. Well, anyways, what I can tell you right now is that, hello, I am Rando. I am the security guy. I watch over the security cameras and make sure no one's doing anything bad. I'm also kind of the safety inspector. The safety inspector-ish. I don't know, just to look good on paper. But, the reason I know what's happening with Sage is because of my job. I caught him doing some shady stuff, and it's just escalated ever since. But, lately I think he's begun to realize that I'm suspicious of him, because whenever Ender made us go through his employee training course that he made a couple weeks ago, whenever it was me and Sage's turn, he really looked like he wanted to push me under one of those little, the uppy-downy thingies, you know, the one with the large platform, and he looked like he wanted to push me under those and make it go down and, you know, squash my head like a pancake.
Oh my god.
Well, moving forward, I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want them to overhear us. I mean, if I did say anything, I think we would be in the clear because, well, that one guy's always got his headphones in, and the old dude, I mean, I don't think he can hear anything, really. I mean, there were originally 4 workers up there, but then the 2 of them, fell, and as they were screaming while they plummeted towards their imminent demise, uh, he didn't seem to notice. So, well, moving forward, point of the story is, I'm suspicious of Sage, and I need your help. So, come on, I'll go ahead and take you to my secret base. It's just down the right here. I don't really know how this thing knows where to go, because, like, you don't really have to tell it anything. You just press that button, and, like, it goes. How does it know to do that?
Okay, there we go. Now,
Alrighty.
that's why I got out of the
Here we
way.
are. This is
Oh,
the
you're gonna start over, aren't you?
underground testing
Okay.
facility.
Guess I have to mute
This is
things
where all the
again.
things happen that
That's great. I got out of the way so I could avoid that thing. But it's gone now. So, I can talk about things. Also, you might have heard the horrible, horrible sampler from the second level. I didn't make this. This is some invention that I found. Yeah. Yeah, oh, let's look at you. Did you ever, like, make a game with this? Elizabeth Afton? Daddy won't let me play with her. I have a child named Vanny. I have a big brother and a little brother in-game. Of course. And you are wishing for a 2-star unique box, and a 3-star, and a 4-star. Wow. Oh. Lily's Revenge Remastered. Whoa. Oh, wait, it's this one. The one with Lily and Lilliput. I think I played this one. I don't remember it, though. But that's beside the point. Really crappy music. I wasn't happy with having to use this, but it was the best I could find since I wasn't able to soundboard anything. So, yeah, I just put up with this, I guess. And it's not 2D audio either, so, like, if you get far away enough, you can hardly hear it anymore. So, there's not... Holy cow, this alignment sucks for that O. Why didn't I just make it a real button? Oh my goodness. Up here we have these guys, which have been ported to Upgraded Bean, and they also look like crap. Both of these guys are me, by the way. I just put on different outfits and call it good. And there's this old painter guy. However, what's confusing to me is that their hands aren't broken. Like, with old Holotars ported to New Bean, they're screwed up and the body stays floating over the Holotar while the hands move like they're supposed to. But these guys aren't, so maybe I just was, like, really bad at making avatars or something. Like, this guy, he's able to move around freely, but you can see he looks horrible. And I think that's just because I hadn't tried to rework my outfit at all to accommodate to New Bean. Because you can see I have the regular mustache, and I still have the punky haircut. As before I even changed up the hair pattern. Wow. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I guess I was just really bad at making avatars or something. I was blaming it on Rec Room, but maybe it's just my fault. Wow. And you can see on the paint bucket here, it says Lily. If you look at it from afar. Oh my gosh. Foreshadowing. For some reason. There's no reason that's there. It's just there for some reason. Whoa. Also, I haven't really, like, mentioned it, but yeah, these guys are painting over Ravenholm. Which I don't think there is, like, any sort of canon explanation as to why Ravenholm was painted over, but I just figured I'd go ahead and make it to be painted over, and just like everything else in this game, it looks like crap. But oh well. Yeah, these hallways don't go anywhere. All the text is the same, except there's no bestie building or productions over here. And this, I think, just stops eventually. Yeah, it just goes into a wall. But everything's the same, except I didn't actually make the text. I didn't make the letters like Ender did. I didn't make the little blocky, cool, stylized letters. I just kind of used the text tool because I'm a bum. But I guess that's just about it. Well, there is the death room down here. I'll probably look at that at the end, because I don't want to mess up the flow of things. Although I think the next level might be the last level. No, it isn't. But the one after that is, I'm fairly certain. So I'll go ahead and not be stupid, and I will go ahead and turn... Yeah, I'm going to go into visuals to turn up the audio. Holy cow. I'm not normally this slow, I promise.
How does...
So since the trigger volume is
right.
gone, just pretend
Well,
that we
here we
got
are. This is
teleported.
the
No, I
underground
don't want to
testing
save.
facility. Hey, so this is gonna take a while, because, whenever they were building this place, specifically this hallway, they had to work around this big old cave network with a bunch of silly gems and a stupid species of bats that are, gravely endangered. So, might want to kick back and relax. That's what I usually do. I mean, one time I was able to take a nap on this thing before I even got there. It's crazy.
All right. And now we would be cueing the epic intro cinematic that never got made. I think I started to... Oh, wait, no, that's for the wall. Yeah, you can tell by me being able to jump that we actually aren't moving at all. It's the walls that are moving. I'm proud of this little effect. It looks nice. I also used this in another game, which I don't think it's next, but it's coming soon. Rando Rescue. That game's not that important, but it's important to me, so you'll see it soon. And I use the same effect, but instead of moving through a tunnel, it's the city skyscrapers going by you and stuff. It's cool. But just pretend that the old crappy Before the Fire logo is animated, and that the old Before the Fire logo is looking really cool and not like a piece of butt, and is animated super awesome. And I don't know why the lighting is changing. Is there... Huh. Oh yeah, I remember. Whoa. Oh, maybe I did try to start doing the blocky letters, but I gave up, maybe. Maybe. Gosh. But as I was gonna say, the huge orange cube is up here because for whatever reason, sunlight, or in this case moonlight, will go through moving objects, I think, and that's why the orange cube rectangle is up here. So it remains dark, but I guess it didn't work because you can see at times whenever the lighting changes like that. Yeah, see, I don't know, but I think that's just about it. This level is kind of a nothing burger, nothing too crazy. There's the state machines, and then there's the old bad Before the Fire logo, and there's like nothing this way or that way, I don't think. Oh, I didn't explain it, but the reason this text is here is because this level is cloned from the last one. So I'm assuming this text was in the other level as well. It just was hidden behind a wall and I forgot about it. And the reason it's here, as I said, is because this is just cloned. So that's about it. And now we are going to the next and final level of gameplay. There's no trigger volume for it, so I'll have to take us there on our own. There's the game over. And then final level, the Ender Reserve. No, I don't want to save.
Okay, well, we are here. Welcome to the Ender Reserve. This is a reserve of supplies that are, necessities for human life, just in case some sort of apocalypse happens or something. I don't know. Ender's for some reason really paranoid about that. But this is one of the many ways to my secret base, so I'll go ahead and take you down there. It's kind of a roundabout way, but I mean, I think it works pretty well.
Okay.
Well, come on, I'll go ahead and take you down there.
Oh, the lip smack. Oh boy. There we go. Oh. Oh, I guess I forgot to make it stop and end.
Unfortunately, I can't show you any of the stuff that's in these rooms because, one, I don't have high enough clearance to, and two, I would be put 6 feet in the ground if I did, because there's some stuff in here that Ender doesn't want getting out, so sorry about that. Plus, you're an outsider, so.
Just waiting for the whole tar to end. Oop.
Alrighty, well, it's just around the corner.
Background noise. Whoa.
This is it. I know it doesn't really look like it. It's just a dinky little one of those
power boxes.
One of those power boxes. Yeah, one of those power.
Yes.
Yes, that's a power box. Sorry. Anyways, all you gotta do to go in there is just go bang, bang, and Yeah, see? Works most of the time. Keyword most. Yep.
There we go. Oh, I didn't set it to stop at end. Okay. Hold up. Oh, it is stopping at end. Why aren't you stopping at end then?
We
Did
are here. Welcome to the Ender
I,
Realm. This is
well, you're not
sort of a
supposed to do
spot
that.
that
Okay, well, let's
sort of
just,
weird stuff happens or something.
oh,
I don't know.
yes, it
I'm a
worked.
little paranoid about that.
Keyword most
But
of the time,
this will
yeah.
lead anyways to my secret base, so I'll go ahead and take you down there.
Oh, let me go ahead and
This
shut
sound
him
didn't go
up.
that way, but
Per usual, because I don't know why I make all of them loop, but I did for whatever reason. So we're going to see him a couple more times coming through here. And that's exactly, that's a great testament to how inexperienced I was at the time. But I got better, as you can tell. So we have a whole bunch of different little storage rooms. We have rubber duck storage, construction, canned goods, cattle ranch for whatever reason, a greenhouse. This isn't a door. You're just crazy. A mogos. And is there any? No, there's nothing on that wall. And that's about it. But going into his secret base, we'll see that this was originally a power box, but it's there's a hole in the wall because I guess the electrician just does not care or something and does not do their job, so they don't look in the power box. Then we're in a cavey area, and then we go over here to nothing. Whoa! This was to be a oh hello. This was to be a like a tunnel that you were gonna like slide down. It was gonna be cool, and it was gonna take you to the sewage system. But I will talk about the story later, well, in a moment. I don't think there's oh, hello, Rando. I don't think there's much else for me to talk about in here before I go on about the story. There's my, for some reason, looping animation, and then this that's here. I'm not even going to try to decipher that state. Machine setup. Anything down here? Oh, there's the death room. I'll go there in a moment. Anything cool out here? I don't think so. Anything over here? No? Okay. I think I remember playing in here with someone. I was actively working on the game while they were just here, and I don't know why I'm telling you that, but yeah. So we're gonna go to the death room because I think I wanna. If I remember correctly, the death room's kind of cool, or maybe I'm just stupid. No, I think it is cool. I'll take you there. See, we're gonna die, and we're gonna go to the game over room. Yeah, there it is. So that now, once I'm there, I'll explain stuff. No, oh my gosh, you ruin everything. Ooh. Okay. Well, it looks like you died. Unfortunately, the creator of this game is too stupid and dumb and unlikable to figure out how to make a death password system. So you'll have to start all over. Sorry. Let me go ahead and turn this back up before I forget. So this is the death room. This is supposed to be like, you falling down to the bottom of the tramway area. And there's nothing too crazy down here, I don't think. It just kind of goes on for a little bit. Okay, it goes on for a lot. And that's it. You just had to start over, so it was kind of lame. Now I'm going to take a seat, and I'll have you all gather around the campfire so I can tell my epic story of the original Before the Fire. There's actually two original Before the Fires, but I'll start with the very first one. Well, no. I'll start with this one and then move to the very first one. All right. A little extra explanation before I begin. I had a really bad problem about not planning out my games before I started making them. Like, I would get a good idea for it, I would maybe plan out the first couple of levels, and then I would just start building without knowing where it was going. And the original Before the Fire was a victim of that, because I would just get in over my head, start working on it, then realize, oh wait, I have no idea what I'm doing. And, go back, try to plan it, and then realize that it was just kind of a dumpster fire, and then I would give up and move on to something else. And that cycle repeated over and over and over, and that's why I have so many unfinished games. But the story of the original, well, the second original Before the Fire, was Rando brings the player in, and he knows that Sage is up to something, doesn't know what. And this takes place before the death of Lily, just like the actual Before the Fire. And he was to take the player to his secret base, which is in the sewers. So pretty much the gameplay that you've seen lines up with the story pretty well, except the last level was going to be Act 4-Base instead of Act 4-Reserve. Don't know why I originally called it Base, but I think Act 4-Reserve sounds better. Although I don't know why I had to make everything in acts, because nowadays I just do like 1-lobby, 2-whatever. So I don't know. So the player would go down a slide that would take them into the sewers, which would probably be in another level, because I had like a really bad problem about separating every single little scene into a different level. I don't know why I couldn't just make them continuous, but alright. And down there, it would be kind of like a catwalk over like a huge rushing torrent of sewage going through like a river pretty much. And there would be 2 catwalks side by side, and the player and Rando were on one. Rando's talking about, okay, here's my secret base, and I think there was actually something important there that I don't remember. Okay, I'm going to read directly from my notes. Rando takes player through a hidden route in the facility, taking them to his hidden base of operations. They end up in the bowels of the facility where the sewage storage is. It's not ideal, but it works. Rando is just about to unlock the door to his base when he triggers a security system, activating lasers to drop down to a drop-down platform. Rando falls down into the sewage below and is swept away. He calls for them to meet him at the sewage deposit. Player is prompted to navigate through narrow walkways over deadly sewage while also having to avoid the lasers. Take your time. Wow. And then, somewhere in between meeting back up with Rando, player meets B, and B lies about Reno and then leaves. Player to make the choice, yep, yeah, uh-huh. Alright, that's literally where my notes left off. So, you know, Rando falls into the sewage, and B shows up and says, he lies about Rando, saying, oh yeah, he's a horrible guy, he's lying, Ender's a horrible guy, you should come with me and Sage, we are the good guys, and we know what's right, but I'm going to be so mysterious about it and not tell you the full story. So, you can come with me, or you can go with that loser who's currently floundering around in sewage. And then the player would be given that choice. They could like maybe go down one catwalk to go with B, or go down another catwalk to go with Rando. I don't know. But let me tell you, I'm glad that did not happen, because I do not really want to be seen as the guy who flounders around in sewage. So I'm glad that's where this story left off, and I'm kind of glad I gave up, because I like this version, the new current version of Before the Fire, a lot better. Now, I am going to read to you the very first version of Before the Fire. I wrote down the story in my notes app. It's relatively similar to this, but it's still a little different. And I don't know, I'll just go ahead and get started. This is the very first concept, so that's cool. The players, plural, I guess this wasn't originally going to be single player. The players play as a worker at the popular fast food joint LUXBURGERSS. Their co-worker, B, warns them about the safety inspector that is coming today. He tells them that they are overly critical and blow things out of proportion. He then sends player to do a few tasks to spruce up the place and make it more presentable, while he calls someone, open parentheses, Sage, close parentheses, on his phone. Once the tasks are completed, the safety inspector arrives. It is Rando. Wowee. He approaches the player. No, he doesn't. He approaches the counter. Hold on. Set up so I can read with my eyeballs. He approaches the counter and speaks to player and B before conducting his audit. B tells player to stay with Rando while they take care of some business. Player follows Rando through and around the LUXBURGERSS. Rando points out a few flaws that don't seem too important. He then talks to player while they're in the basement. He mentions that when he did background checks on the employees before he arrived, he noticed that B's background was basically empty. No jobs, no education, no nothing. He warns player that B is not to be trusted. B then conveniently shows up and pulls player aside to help repair the grease vat. Rando heads off to file his audit in his car. Bazinga. B talks to player, and he lets slip that Sage, a high-ranking employee of Ender's, got into a huge fight with some girl here a little while ago, and it resulted in one of the oven's wiring becoming faulty. Alright, that's a low-key it. So this one, it was going to take place in LUXBURGERSS, like the establishment rather than the underground testing facility. And I guess I just really wanted to explore that more. However, I think that was probably originally what I was building here before I decided to shift it, because I did not want to build the inside of LUXBURGERSS. There was a lot in there, and I was not doing all that. Just like in the Before the Fire we all know and love, it was to climax in the grease fire that killed Lily. However, I was going to follow the lore more closely and actually have it happen in the LUXBURGERSS building, because from what we can tell in the photo in Sage's secret office, it happened in the actual LUXBURGERSS. And as we can tell in the slideshow in Lily's Revenge, the sequel. So, I was going to follow that closer, and that's why I was going to have to build out the entire actual LUXBURGERSS. And I don't exactly remember much after that. I think I had some formulated in my head that I hadn't written down, but I don't know what it was. So I guess that's lost media, so that sucks. As for the second version of Before the Fire, this one that we're in right now, I have no idea. I use this term a lot whenever making things, but I liked to create my stories as I produced it. And the term that I used for it was riding the train while you're actively building the tracks. So you don't know where you're going, but you're placing it down as you're going, which is not very smart, because you just kind of end up with a whole bunch of halfway finished games, or if you do end up finishing a game, it's kind of incoherent and is not fun to play. So I'm glad I was able to buckle down and force myself to finish, or not finish, but get close to finishing Before the Fire. That's actually another reason why Angel Manufactory is unfinished, is because I was working on it, then I got the idea for Before the Fire, and, well, I got the idea to continue Before the Fire, because this Before the Fire predates Angel Manufactory, but I got the new, good, better idea for Before the Fire, and I wanted to finish it before the sequel came out, because in my head, you know, the sequel is probably about like 70 to 80% done, and I wanted to get this out there before Ender finished the sequel, so it wasn't like I just had some like weird, loosely related story, because if it came out after the sequel, then it probably wouldn't line up with the new lore that Ender would have established, and it just kind of wouldn't make sense. So that's why I wanted to get it out first, and, you know, people would see it and think, oh, that's cool. And then, like, maybe a month or two later, the sequel comes out, and then people are like, okay, well, unfortunately, it doesn't align with the new lore, but that's okay, because it's still cool. So they would know. But, yeah, that's what led to Angel Manufacturing not being finished, and Before the Fire being almost, but not finished. I think I've been rambling for a little too long, and I do that too much, but I guess that's about all I have to say. So thank you for watching, and check out, if you haven't seen them already, check out some of the other Rando Runs Through a Room episodes, as well as stay tuned for more. I don't know, this video is probably going to come out sometime in like July, because I have so many videos to edit, but it's okay. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned. And as I say in just about all of these episodes, I'm kind of bad at ending videos. I am kind of bad at ending videos, so I just have to force myself to say bye, and then end the video. So yeah, bye.